Hi, this video I'm going to show about our 1080p 4x4 HDMI Matrix switcher with the seamless switching and also the video function. So here I have this setup. Basically right now this is the matrix switcher itself and this is the front panel. On the front panel basically we have full output buttons and also a LCD screen here which we can show like the current switching status, right? And then over this side we have the control buttons including the menu and also like the preset save and recall. And then over the back side, and then we have is going to be the cable connections. We have two HDMI input connected, and also each input we have the audio embedded, and then the output side also the same for HDMI output connect to the four monitors here. Then we have the audio embedded for each output, and then we have the COM port and the LAN port, which we can use with the web-GUI control, application control, or the TCP UDP control, and the power on/off button here. So now I'm just going to show you like how can we control the matrix switcher, and we can just like use the push button for the switchings, like start input, then start the output, then we can have the switchings, right? So we can see like when we do the source switching, and it's kind of like no black or blue screen during the switching, right? It's seamless switching to a different source. So this one is about using the push button, but beside the push button, we also can use the IR remote. We have the input. So press the input, then press the output, then we also can do the source switching, right? Switching back. So basically this is using the IR remote for the controls, but beside that we also got the web GUI, and it's going to be the web GUI, and we can log in. After we log in, basically we can see the switching interface, and then we can just push the button for the source switching, switching to all, switching to input one, all of them, right? So this is about like using the web GUI for the switching. On the web GUI, but we also have like the senders. You can support up to 40 senders, and then we have the manager, which is allows us to find all the matrix switcher in the same IP address range. And then over here we have the caption, which is for us to change the input and output names from here directly, right? And also from the setup, then we can change the IP address. Then we also have the username password change, and here we have the input bot, which is for us to choose the audio, like the input one. We can use the HDMI audio, we can use the 3.5 audio input, and for the output, and then we have the full output, and or we can just set audio output as a fixed resolution. This one we can call it as the scaling function. Okay. Then we have more, which is for us to have the configuration. We can just like save the configuration or change, export the configuration back. Okay. So on the sender here, we also can change the names directly. So once we choose this one, so we have a rename button here. Then we can just change the name accordingly. Okay. And we also can support like the video function. So here we see we have the X and Y. X stands for the column, and Y stands for the columns, and Y stands for the line. So such as I'm going to make a 1x2 2x2 video, so we can just put the X and 2 here. Then we can just drag the output down to the box here, right? So now we already got a video wall. We can just switch into the second source and check it out, right? So this is about like the 2x2 video, but we also can delete this video wall or save this video wall as a sender. Just delete this one, but we'll just make a 1x2 video wall. We can just add two 1x2. So the first screen and then the second screen. Okay, this is not correct. Then we'll just drag the another put. So right now we have like two 1x2 video. We can just have one of the source switching a different one. We can have this one save as a sender here. We can just save it to the sender to save. Okay. So now we can just load like the different senders The first one is going to be a 2x2 video wall, right? Then the second center is going to be a 1x2 video wall. Okay, so this one is about like the centers. So we can change this one, rename as like 2 1x2. Click submit. So we can see right now we already have the name changed, right? 2 1x2. Next one is the 4x4 video wall, a 2x2 video wall, 2x2 video wall. Okay, so now we have the name changed, and also the caption here we can change the input, such as the input one we put as laptop, and this one is the Apple TV. Then we can just click save, and we can load again, and we can back to the switch interface. So we see like input Apple TV, right, and output also the same, can change accordingly. So basically this one is about the new coming 1080p seamless video wall matrix switcher. Also for the audio embedded and embedded IR remote control, push button control, web GUI application controls for the matrix switcher. Okay, thank you.